Hey guys, so I kind of wanted to do a video really fast. I had a couple questions that some people asked, and I wanted to just do a video because you guys wanted to see it. Don't mind my background. This is a part of my entryway, and I have just a rolling rack here. Things that have to be put away and all that stuff. So you guys know we just moved. So hey, hopefully all is well. I know it's been a while since I did a video, especially a talk through anything. I've been so busy. I actually landed a couple gigs out here that I've been working on, and when I have the time to record, I just don't have the space because, as you guys know, my sister just moved out here and they're staying with us until their place is ready. So it's a lot of people and a lot of noise, and it's hard to find time and space and all that stuff in order to record and not have like terrible sound quality. So hopefully I can get this done really quick before they come back because they ran to the grocery store. Sorry. My hair was up and then I took the clip out and now my hair wants to be like all over the place. But I had a couple of questions about marriage and expectation versus reality, and you know what, let me move my chair up a little. Let me see if I'm still in frame. There we go. Expectation versus reality. And you know what's funny? I'm probably not the best person to answer this question, or maybe I am. But as you guys know, myself and David, we just celebrated our 4-year marriage anniversary. We have been married for 4 years, and we've been together for almost 10. This December, is it this December that makes 10, babe? Or this December makes 9? Because we started dating. This December will make 9 years together. And I've known him since I was like 15 or 16. I've known David a really long time. So I think that people have the misconception of marriage. I know a lot of people want to be married. They want to have the title of being married, but I don't think a lot of people know what comes with marriage. It really is a responsibility, and I wouldn't really say it's an extra job, but it is something that you do have to work at. But for myself and David, I feel like marriage is actually very easy. We are on the same page for a lot of things. So it's timeline of kids, how we're going to raise the kids, budgeting, where we want to live, what kind of cars we want to drive. All those things play a huge role in marriages. I want to say the statistic now is 50% of all marriages will end in divorce. And the number one reason that people divorce is money issues. And a lot of people don't like to speak about money, and I don't know why. I'm not shy to let him know how much money I make, and he's not shy to let me know how much money he makes. We're not shy to talk about our debts. Our only debts that we have are student loans, and my student loans are almost paid up. And David, I think he's good. We're good with credit cards. I'm very smart when it comes to money. I'm like the money planner in the relationship. Is this foggy? I don't know if that's better. Is that better? I think that's better. So yeah, that's actually something that's very, very important when you're speaking about marriage, expectation versus reality. I think everybody thinks that a lot of people say the first year of marriage is the hardest, and I would actually say the first year of marriage for me and David were probably the easiest. And we just really work as a team. Communication is key. Communication really is everything in any type of relationship, but definitely a marriage. You can't be married to somebody that you don't speak to. You can't be married to somebody that you don't like. You also, if you're going to be in a relationship, really have to enjoy being with yourself, if that makes sense. You have to enjoy the silence by yourself. You have to know who you are and be okay with who you are in order to share your life with somebody else. You have to be okay with your flaws. I'm very flawed. I'm not a perfect person, but I try to better myself every day, and that's all I ask of David. We're not, right, babe? We're not perfect people, but I think our imperfections make us perfect, if that makes sense. I think it makes sense. Guys, you don't understand. I love this man unconditionally. But I think the expectation is that, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes, a little baby in the baby carriage. And that's not always the reality. I really think that it's important for your first year of marriage to not have a baby. This is the time to bond with your partner. This is the time to figure out how you can live together, and you learn the ins and outs. If you didn't live together before, that is the year to figure out what your household dynamic is. For me, I'm the type of person that I like to cook. I like to clean for my husband. I like to do the dishes and wash the laundry and cater to him. That's just how I am, and that's kind of how I saw my mom with my dad growing up, and that's something that it actually works in my relationship. I know somebody like my little sister, that's not going to work for her because she's just not that type of person. She's like, you have 2 arms and 2 legs. You can do it yourself. But it's also the person. It's also your partner in the relationship. What do they like? David doesn't ask me to do these things. I take pleasure in these things. But I do know, and he does know, that when a baby does come around, the whole cooking and cleaning and all that stuff won't solely be on me. He will definitely be helping out. Especially when we moved here, he's been doing a lot of cooking and cleaning here as well too. So it really just depends on the dynamic that you and your partner have. Expectation versus reality. Expectations, you have to ask your partner, what are your expectations from me? And I also have to lay out what my expectations are from you. And then reality is where your expectation does not meet together. That's where your reality comes in. So you guys just really have to talk about those things. No relationship is perfect, but I think a perfect relationship is one that you both know where you guys are headed, your goals, who's doing what. Are we both going to do this? Or are we doing that? Am I just doing this? I think that is what comes in a good harmony in a relationship. Me and David talk all the time. I think we never stop talking about things. And we don't argue. I don't really have time for it. I don't really have the personality to argue either. I'm very chill. I'm high energy, but I'm very, very chill. And David is chill all around. So, yeah. Is that new mail there? What's that hot pink envelope? Oh. Sorry, my ADD, right? I had another question about credit scores, and to be honest, I'm not an expert on credit scores. I just know I'm really good at paying things on time. You always want to pay more than the minimum amount, and I like to pay a couple days before my credit card is due. Excuse me. If you have a car note, I recommend to do automatic withdrawal so you don't have the problem of not paying on time, especially with your car notes. You really don't want those to go into default. But I'm not the best on how to raise your credit score. For me, when I started out with a credit card, I had no credit history, and now credit cards are like chasing me down. So now I really just like to maintain my credit. Me and David pay everything on time. We don't like to use credit unless you really absolutely have to, but we use a minimum amount to keep the credit line open and available and make sure you have a good amount of credit sitting there for you if you ever need it. But that's just, I don't really know too much on it. I just know what works for my lifestyle. What was another question? Budgeting and savings. That's a whole nother video too. I can tell you one thing. This is one thing. Myself and David actually paid for our wedding by ourselves. Full out by ourselves. We saved for about a year and a year and 2 months. We saved all the way up to the day of our wedding. And what we did was every paycheck, we took a certain amount of money. So every 2 weeks, I would take out $500 from my paycheck. David would take $500 from his paycheck, and that would go right into savings for the wedding. So every 2 weeks, it was $500 from me, $500 from him, right into our joint account. And for our wedding, I'll say, we paid our vendors out in cash. We never did anything credit. We never said, put this on my credit card, I'll pay you later, because your interest on paying something down is going to increase if you don't pay it down in full. So unless your interest rate is 1% and you have no interest for a year, however that is, if you want to do a bulk payment. But that's a whole nother subject. But for budgeting and savings, that's what I really like to do. There is a system, if I can find the link, I found one on Pinterest that was saying like you should budget out 50% for your living expenses, 20% for whatever else it was, 5% for food, or whatever the ratio was. You can really follow that because that is good for budgeting as well. But it all depends on if you're good at either percentages or numbers. If you're a person that you work on salary and your paycheck will be the same every 2 weeks, that's something good for you, saying that, okay, I'm going to save $300 every paycheck. If you are somebody that works on commission or your hours fluctuate, I believe a percentage of savings, why is my nose so shiny? Percentage would probably work a little better for you. But that's just what I think, and that's just how I just feel like I'm really good with money, so the way I can do my budget works for me and works for David, and that's just how it is. Yeah, and working out for starters was another question here. Working out for starters, I always believe in the philosophy of starting slow and listening to your body. So if you're somebody that doesn't work out at all, I would probably say start going to the gym or start working out, start a regimen that is every other day. So your body can get used to working out. You work out for a day, stretch on your off day, do probably minimal activity, you know, on and off until your body gets really used to it, and then you could go to the gym every single day. So if you're one of those people that likes to do cardio, I would always suggest to those cardio bunnies to add weights. You will see a better difference. You burn more calories when you're adding weights into your regimen than if you were to just do a full hour of cardio. So, and legs, when you do leg day, you burn more in your workout routine than if you didn't. Right, babe? Am I right? Am I saying that correctly? You weren't listening? Oh. Yeah, so that's my thing for working out. Also, if you don't work out at all and you wanted to start working out, I always recommend upping your water intake. I probably drink about a gallon of water a day, and I think it's necessary, especially if you're just starting to work out, but it's necessary for bodily functions. If you want to be able to poop and pee on time, drink your water. So working out for starters, yeah, if you're not working out at all, I would say try an every other day. If you have been doing it every other day, I would say up it to every day, and you could do, say, 20 to 30 minutes of cardio and then do your weights. I recommend doing upper body, then lower body, upper body, then lower body, because I used to do full circuit workouts, weight included, when I went to the gym, and I felt like I was just sore every single day. Every day I was sore. But probably if you do that, you would want to include more stretching. I love to stretch. I stretch in the shower, and I'll stretch after the shower, after I lotion, all that stuff. So I don't know. If you guys want a video on working out for starters, give me a thumbs up. I'm not the professional. David, I would consider more of a professional in that realm because he runs track and field. You guys know he is a professional athlete in the track and field world. So that's something more that I would ask him to help me out on a video with. But yeah, hopefully all is well with you guys. If you have more questions that you want me to answer, or if I was a little confusing in this, because when I think of things, it makes sense to me. It may not always make sense to others. You could just ask me to clear it up in the comment section below, and I will try my best to do that. But hopefully all is well with you guys. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Hello, I see you. For some reason, I don't get emails for every subscriber. I used to a while back, and I used to say a little prayer over every person that subscribe to my channel, just thanking you guys, because this is really cool. This is another platform to speak to people out here or in the world. And yeah, so thank you for all the new subscribers. Hey guys, my name is Sherelle, if you haven't figured that out. And if you want to learn a little bit more about me, you can backtrack to some of my older videos and see my world. But thanks for all the old guys. I love you guys. This is a lot of fun. You guys make it worth it. But yeah, hopefully all is well with you guys, and I shall see you guys in the next one. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe, like the video if you do, and I'll see you there. Please remember to be blessed, well-dressed, and not stressed, and I'll see you later.